NHL action. Did we think we were getting a game number 7? By the way, tuning in, Montreal was electric on a Saturday night. They, talking about the Canadiens, had a 3-1 lead walking into the Eastern Conference Finals until they didn't. I don't know who lit the torch on the Buffalo Sabres, mate. They decided to get it going at the right time, and now we have a Game 7, which is going to be crazy tonight. 7:30 is when the puck is going to drop. The total, you see the graphic, 5.5. A slight favorite for those Sabres here. Game 7 tonight, Joe. Give me a spread line on this one.
Well, it was electric, Donnie, for about one period. And then it was not electric anymore. They turned the lights out in Montreal because really Buffalo, who, by the way, I mean, had to make a goalie change in the first period. Things were not going well. They were down 3-1 before they knew it. And you're going, what in the world is that? Well, boy, did they stop the goals. They played some defense. They got the offense, power play in place again. And listen, Game 7s are supposed to be coin flip situations, Donnie, right? Just not apparently in the NBA where it's a 30 or 40-point blowout. But Buffalo and Montreal, coin flip? I'll tell you what, though. Yeah. Every game this series, all 6 so far, Donnie, we've gotten over 1.5 goals in the first period. You know what we're going to get tonight? Over 1.5 goals in the first period. They are not stopping either. Neither goalie is stopping either one of these offenses. Yeah, I'll take the over in this game.
It's Monday right here on the early line. SportsGrid Network. No better place to be. It's Sonny Rightside along with Joe Ranieri. Now let's have some fun and bring in Tom Vecchio. So much to go over. So much NHL. Game 7, start of conference championships. And away we go, Tommy, on this glorious Monday. How are we feeling today?
I'm doing great. Like you said, a lot of baseball on tap, but we got Game 7 for the NHL tonight. We got some more series starting between the NBA and the NHL. I'm ready to go.
You know, these are fun. Like, for me, being an Eagles fan, it's been a pretty good ride since 2017, you know, picking up 2 championships. And also, like, Super Bowl comes on a Sunday. They're not every day. But you know what I do miss is, and the Flyers did make the playoffs this year, Tom, but being a fan of a team in big game environments, and you have to work that day, and you just wait and count the clock down so that game actually happens. Home hockey games are sensational with those home markets and those fans. But how about this, Tom? It's Game 7, return of the Beer Saber. Beer Sabers will be on sale tonight. Pre-game windows following while supplies last time. By the way, if you went to a game, would you get the Beer Saber, or would you rather just a cup and keep it fresh at this point?
You got to get one of those. Those are so unique that I think you want one because like there's nothing else. Because every baseball stadium has the hat they can get ice cream in, the helmet. Those are fine, but there's nothing like that. So I would absolutely get one of those. As for tonight's game, you know, I want to say it starts off a little bit slow. First period under 1.5, minus 130. I think they're going to come out with a little bit of trepidation. Like, we have seen way too many goals in this series back and forth. It's a Game 7. Things are going to be a little bit different tonight.
Are you out of your mind? 6-0 to the over in the first period. Are you out of your mind? What from these two goaltenders have you seen, and I don't care who they play, lead you to believe that there's going to be if anybody has trepidation, it's going to be 4-0 6 minutes into the game. There is no trepidation. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. No, Tom?
Listen, people can certainly ride the trend that's been going, and I've been on it for game overs. Like, I haven't played first period overs. I haven't played it to start the series. I haven't played them recently. Been playing a lot of game overs because, like you said, the goals have been flying. And I know a lot of the surface level stats for Dobish, the Habs goal, it doesn't look good where he's giving up, 3 goals on 5 shots or whatever it is. But he's actually pretty solid when it comes to goals save above expected. Alex Leon and Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen for the Sabres haven't been amazing. But this is a Game 7. I truly believe that they're going to try and operate differently. And I will say this overall. If I'm wrong, this game is going to have 9 total goals. Like, I either think it's going to be at 3 goals, it's going to end 2-1 either way, or this game is going to end 5-4.
I agree.
I don't think we're going to end at 5 or 4. You're going to miss. You're going to lose by the hook. It's going to be way over or way under.
Yeah, it's great. I can't wait for this game, too. And again, just most people in their own, teams that they root for, they are their team fan, not NHL fans per se. Is okay, once my team knocked out, I stopped watching here. This is such a fun series to watch because the electric atmosphere. And Saturday night, it looked like Montreal was going to burn down to start the game, and then you might have thought they would burn down when it ended because of, I can't even believe the Buffalo Sabres hit the gas pedal. But there are some statistics that are interesting for this one, Tommy, for the Canadiens. Following a loss this postseason, 5-0 record, 19-9 in goals versus goals against, penalty kill, 88% 88.9%, and the save percentage of .911. But let me ask you this question, because the game's going to play out tonight. A team is going to win and advance here. Who do you feel, Tom, gets the advantage, or who does Carolina want to play, or who do they don't match up as well against in the next round?
Frankly, I think that the Canes are better than either team. And I said this from the start of the playoffs, that the Canes have a really clean path to get to the conference finals, that they were absolutely going to take care of the Senators. I thought they were going to be better than the Flyers or the Penguins. And now they're sitting here, waiting for where the conference finals, waiting to finally go to the Stanley Cup. I think they're better than both the Canes are both better than the Habs and the Sabres. I think they would like to play the Sabres just because the goaltending's been a little bit up and down. And something about playing at the Bell Center is very tough for opposing teams, but I think they're better than either, and I think they get it done in 5 or 6 games.
Yeah. I got to ask, though, Todd, because I don't know. I don't know tonight with Oklahoma City. I don't know what's going to happen in a couple days with the Knicks. I don't know what you're going to get listen, momentum's a real thing. It has been a while since they've played some competitive hockey, and it really, even the last time they played, it wasn't against a great team. So I don't know. What do you do in games 1? Are we looking to fade Carolina?
I wouldn't be opposed to that. I would say if anything happens, it's going to be a really ugly game just because they're not in rhythm, where I think their defense will show up before their offense. If they're going to start off, quote unquote, slow, their defense, the way that they play, is suffocating in the playoffs. They play a very, very tough style to play against. So because the other team is so worn down, they may try and slow the game down. They don't want the Canes to get out and run, but it'll be a very ugly start to the series. Then you give me a game 2 or 3, that's where the Canes could start to pour in a couple goals.
Montreal Canadiens, Buffalo Sabres, game number 7 in the NHL tonight for the right to take on the retired, it feels like, Carolina Hurricanes at this point right now. But look at this trading, Joe, the graphic. 50-50 today between the Canadiens and the Sabres. By the way, home team is the Sabres here after a rousing victory in game 6 up at the Bell Center. Who wins tonight, Joe?
Well, who wins is anybody who expects goals here, like I do. I think that's the way to do it. Listen, the one consistent thing that we have seen in this postseason with these two teams is that you can expect goals. You can expect them early. Obviously, it is not like, Donnie, we're getting some great goaltending, a hot goalie, you can win a Stanley. No, we're not getting that here. We're getting 9 goals a game. We're getting 5 goals in the first period. If it ain't broke, I'm not fixing it. 6-0 to the over in the first period, 1.5 goals. Let's make it 7, because I do not trust either goaltender in this spot to be able to make enough saves early on.
By the way, if you take a look also, Joe, at some of these elimination games, last time we saw one of the Golden Knights and the Ducks a couple of days ago on a Thursday, which was May 14th, that ended up in a 5-1 finish. Then you take a look at Saturday night. The chance actually was for the Montreal Canadiens to close it, and they didn't, but that final score, 8-3. So just trying to pick the winner tonight and say, I'm going to take that goal, the puck line. Buffalo wins by 1.5 goals tonight, Joe. 32 cents on the yes contract, which means a $100 investment pays $313, because you're going to see in that third period, Joe, if a team's down 1 or 2 goals, they're pulling that goalie for a long time with a chance to win by extras. Could it go to overtime? Maybe so, but I'm going to assume that this game ends tonight. Somebody's going to be a puck line winner here